upgraded it beyond what it should ever.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I was telling somebody, I was like, we had that computer till like 2003.
Still making it fly.
From a 92 computer.
Yep. Well,
how I ever got Windows 2000 on that thing is just beyond me.
It just worked.
Yeah.
If we could have got it,
well,
see more RAM, we'd have been fine for a while. Well, we upgraded, but the thing is, I learned how to do that from nothing.
Well, the only thing I did.
And so then what did that help me do? It helped me get a job.
Yeah.
And I got through the computer class at the university.
Yeah.
So they had to have one. And so I learned enough to get Sykes, which was a job for 12 years. I learned a lot there, really did. But I still don't know it, and I'm out of date on everything now. And I was trying to do something.
I try to keep up to date on stuff.
I was trying to do something, and I was talking to Pastor Dan. I said, I guess this is another one of these this century things I just can't do. I said, he says, I'll do it for you. I said, I used to work tech support.
Yes,
different tech. I went,
yes, he did.
Yes, it was.
And as like Mom was the other day, or a week ago with her phone, she was like, and I'm ready to do a dad. I'm like, oh, throw it across the room in pieces? Yeah!
Very good.
You're going to be getting a new computer that's better than Dad's today. Okay?
I think the thing she'll like about it is how light and how fast.
I hope so. If it doesn't bounce off the wall.
Yeah, well.
So it's running Windows 11.
Well, for her, 11,
I couldn't find a Windows 10.
Her 11
if I could have found a Windows 10 one, I would have got a Windows 10. But you can't find a Windows 10 machine
Well, what
anymore.
I'm saying is, for her, 11 might be good because then she won't change anything.
It's going to be a little more fun to find stuff. Because everything's like weirdly changed. So when I would update yours, and I was like going, where is the damn setting? Where is the damn setting?
That's the thing I hate too.
Where the hell?
Because I knew how to do all that before.
In 10, it's like here, and it's done.
Yeah.
If I do Windows 11, it's like here. Why is it over here? Why is it behind this window?
Why do you got to go 4 windows in to find
and
something?
Then, yeah, when you go into about 6 windows in, you're like, okay, this looks exactly like 10. But it's 6 windows into the settings to find it.
Yes.
Why can't it be like Windows 10 where it's 2 settings in, you're good?
I don't know.
Why do you have to go 6 levels deep? And then it looks exactly the same as 10.
Yeah.
I just don't, I cannot utter that. And I'm like, we're running the latest update too, so it's like, But apparently the beta build of the newest update throws advertising everywhere on your taskbar. I'm like, I don't want
You see that more on the phone all the time too.
Well, I think eventually in the future there's going to be nothing but ads, and you're going to no way to take them out.
And then people start using.
Well, there'll be no alternatives. It'll be every operating system do the damn thing.
Well, that's the problem.
We'll see advertising Linux even.
And stuff you don't want. Well, could be.
Linux right now is like the one where you don't see any of that junk. But I'm dissecting.
There's a good argument for learning Linux, I guess, but it's not what I mean as a general statement.
I mean, technically that's what's running Android
and everything else.
I mean, you could get some other, but it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Depending how, I want a GUI interface that works.
Yeah.
I don't want to be typing 18 million commands to get the basic functions.
I did enough of that.
Oh, I do it anymore. I got sick of that with DOS.
When we were doing MLT, it was a real pain.
Oh yeah, that was like from the 70s.
But that was worse. What was worse than that was before Y2K when we got put on first card. Oh my God!
I remember
16 character.
I remember in Sykes that one account where you had the Prodigy account. You had to go into a freaking command prompt.
Yes.
To do anything.
Yeah.
And I fought with the trainers, and they just like, why have they not upgraded? Oh, it worked when it worked in the 1970s. They figured it was good enough.
Well, like that hotel in.
Well, yeah, now it's pretty much hack proof because no hacker is going to know how to use any of this old.
Well,
it's not even DOS. It's like it's like pre-DOS
mainframe stuff. Yep.
And so no hacker is going to know how to create a code to break this thing because nobody understands it now. Not even the trainers know what the damn thing is half the
A
time.
few olds, 80-year-olds know how to do it, and they're not interested in teaching it.
Well, the 80-year-olds have forgot about it by now.
Or if they're still sharp, maybe not. But there are some that are.
Like when I asked the trainer, "Oh, how do I fix this one issue?" and it says, "We've never seen that one before. Let me get the book." It's not in the book.
There you go.
Well, how are we fixing it? We're not. You can't.
Well,
nobody
somebody
knows how.
probably could, but
No, because we even searched the internet for it because we were like all stumped on how to fix this one little issue, and nobody could figure out how. So we're like, okay, the trainer's like, okay, now we're gonna go over to the Windows 2000 computer, and we're gonna do it this way because there's a way to make it work in this computer. We're just not gonna tell you, and you can't use it. So I'm like, and they went over and they had this one program going, and it had all the functions that work for the thing to make it work. And it's just like, why aren't we just using this program that does everything and more for what we're using the control thing? Well, you're not allowed to use it that way. The company doesn't want you to use it that way.
Okay, it's their football, but boy, is that
it
dumb.
works, and I don't have to pull my hair out to do it.
It's like when we took the
And
Prodigy.
you idiots are doing it in the back training room.
When we took the Yahoo out to make stuff work, and the system wouldn't work with it.
So right afterwards, I started telling everybody on the teams, they have a Windows 2000 version of this software, and they said they're just not going to let us use it. And boy, did people get pissed.
Oh yeah.
I even told it to the company guy.
They locked.
Who was when the company guy from Prodigy showed up. I says, they're making us do these 8 million longhand things. He says, yeah, I know, it really terrible. And so I said, trainers got a hack version of this whatever program on their Windows 2000 thing, and instead of spending 25 minutes typing in all these stupid commands that usually don't work,
click,
they do it in like a minute and it works.
Yep.
He says, huh? Because even the company guy didn't know it existed.
Yeah, well.
So I took him over to the computer in the training room when the trainers were doing a training class. And says, yeah, here, this is done. And again, the guy says he wrote down the name of the program. So I'm going to have to look into this. So I don't know if anything came out of it because like a month later, Prodigy account was gone.
Yeah, it was Yahoo then.
No, it went to. Oh, it was on SBC, but it was. See, the Prodigy account, the main Prodigy account.
This.
Yeah, went to that one little corner section in the building that nobody touched. That was over by the break room.
Yep.
It went and sat in that two cubicle row for as long as I can remember. As long as they had the account in the building, as far as I know.
Is there a room here? No. Rich parked off the line.
Everybody parks off the line.
Yeah, well, that's part of the problem. Well, that's RDF, so I'll get there so you can get the generator out in the back easier. Zoom.
Oh, my phone's reading 5G. We have 5G here?
Not news to me.
Speed test on those.
Look to the right for me, please. Nothing good.
My phone says 5G. I've never seen 5G in Minot.
Yeah.
Ever. It's the first.
Well, maybe they're...
Okay, so we're only getting 290 something down. Whoa, upload is good. Ooh, upload's almost 100 up. Which honestly we should still see those on 5G, but or on 4G. But how? Damn. We're here by the airport. 5G.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it might be because we're over at the airport.
Yeah.
That was weird. Never seen it there, but I've never seen that before. It's amazing. Got that little 5G symbol up there.
Go?
No, it says no. Above here, it says 5G at the top there.
I couldn't see that.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's cool.
I guess I could go instead of just sitting there forever.
Huh. That's nice. I wonder how long that'll last.
Don't know, man. I don't know.
Be able to actually get 5G in Minot be nice.
Well, time and money. So
they finally brought it online. Nice.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Mind you, the speed is still not the gigabit that they promised, but
time and money. K7 SAM-10 fixed, 41 miles out. Is Dash 1, Dash 2 just that much better than Dash 1? Or?
Yes.
No, I don't know either.
I don't think Dash 2 was even up yet.
Dash 2 is up because Dash 1's turned off.
Oh, I mean Radar Hill? Yeah.
Yeah.
Radar Hill's on, yeah. Well, I don't know whether it was turn 1 back on.
Because they want to reprogram it. They want to try to fix what's wrong with it.
Of course, they could have been. T-Mobile's had what they claimed was 5G for like over a year now.
Yeah.
It's not really 5G. They rewrote their
4G.
They rewrote their towers to say they're 5G towers when they're really only running 4G LTE.
Okay.
So it's like 5G late.
Okay.
That's what they claim. So they can promise you have 5G when you really don't.
Really, yeah.
But when you're only getting 100 down and 20 up, and you're sitting next to the 5G tower,
it
ain't 5G. It's not even really 4G LTE even at that speed. Man, to get actual 5G, assuming Verizon's actually has real 5G going right now.
News to me.
Well, now see, it just kicked back to 4G LTE.
Well, again, there's more than
I would expect by the airport they would probably have it.
Well, you would think near the mall they might too.
Yeah. But I've seen higher speed 4G LTE down in the oil field 10 years ago.
Well, money talks.
Then I've seen 5G up here.
Money talks.
Yeah. Or new infrastructure.
Well, again,
or pumping the data into the thing. Yeah.
Cost money.
Yeah. That's just the first time I've ever seen 5G in my phone.
Well, maybe it's coming.
Yeah. Speed's still not, in my opinion, the greatest.
Because I think the other outfits running on Verizon towers, SRT towers, that are actually, but they did put up new antennas on the SRT tower.
Yeah.
But you would have thought that would have already turned that on a while back. Maybe they're...
Well, it says we're getting 4G LTE. We're getting 8 megs of download speed.
Well, I noticed up in the airport the other day, we couldn't get stuff on the flights.
Yeah, the upload speed right now on 4G LTE is faster than what's on 5G.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah. So pings are also through the ceiling too.
Well, we got a tower right next to the house.
Yeah, we do. And we still can't get 5G on it. I mean, they might have their SRT headquarters maybe up there, maybe their cell tower.
Maybe on the north end of town, yeah.
Well, as like I said, by the airport area.
Yeah, well, that tower's not very tall.
No, but it would cover that little swath of an area. Maybe.
Probably.
I thought they said like a year or two ago they were gonna put a 5G tower by the mall.
Well, they built a new tower there, but I don't know.
I would assume they would put 5G on it instead of the 4G, but
maybe they can't get the parts. Maybe they can't get the stuff.
I don't think so. Now, when they first talked about 5G, they were talking like you'd have to put like a repeater at every one of these like light posts to get it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But then they came up with like different
variation of that.
Well, they came up with different spectrum of the 5G.
Yeah.
The millimeter wavelength thing, and some of the other ones that gives you longer range,
which is what you need.
I still don't know if it'll penetrate like trees and other things, and clouds and fog and other things like that, or glass. But
it's a good question. I don't know.
I suppose now I don't know if your phone will do that, but some of the newer ones like the S22, S23 that have the newer modems in them, maybe. Although here's the funny thing is, I just read a thing the other day is the S22 Ultra. They made a phone call through a satellite, first satellite phone call.
Ooh.
Like they went into AT&T's network up to the satellite, and the satellite redirected it back to a ground station to a cell phone in Japan. I'm like, damn right.
Going to cost.
I don't know how great a quality the call was,
but the capability is.
But the capability on a first smartphone satellite communication.
Yes. Well,
phone call. You know?
I don't know if it's going through some of the stuff that Musk is setting up or not.
I don't know. I wouldn't think this would. I don't know. I don't think this phone directly would have enough power to get this head of satellite.
It only takes. It doesn't take very much wattage. Long as there's nothing between it and it.
Yeah.
You straight up is still just straight up.
Yeah.
You know, you got line of sight.
Oh, yeah.
It's a geosynchronous satellite.
Oh yeah, shoot. We ham radio have been bouncing signals out the moon.
Yeah, but they use like 1,000 watts to do it.
Yeah, and they directed antenna.
Big high gain antennas.
Nice high beam and stuff. But still.
But at some point.
Bouncing off the moon.
At some point, it's going to work.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how, but it's going to.
how it bounces off the moon back to Earth is
it's very poor reflector. You need lots of power and really high gain antennas.
Yeah.
And then you have an automatic program that makes an attempt.
Yeah.
And then, so I can put 3,500 or 35 amp, 30 continuous, 35 peak power supply in your room, and run both the HF and VHF off of it, and still have a 20 amper just hanging out for whatever, and the 10 amper for whatever. So, and I can still leave dual power supplies in the living room, so I can jam as many radios as I want in there. Because the two of them, we can put out 60 amps. You'd think it's noon or something.
It is noon.
Yeah, well, there you go. And I don't know how far our little 12-foot antenna reaches for APRS. But I don't think it's going to see down in the valley very well.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either until you test it. Line of sight generally. However,
I don't know. I track you guys in the van, and you guys go all over the place.
And that's been since the other one's been down. And if Radar Kill can't see us, then it has to go to that really high antenna. We got 12 feet maybe. You know.
And never know. Sometimes it tracks everybody else in town.
Well, you know.
Tracks everybody else in town just fine.
Well, yeah.
I love. I was talking to some people in my community, and they're talking about all this tracking stuff, and I'm like, doing it since 2000. You're all just talking about this tracking stuff now with your phones, and you don't want to be tracked by this and that and this and that. So shit, I've been flipping the switch to make it run since 2000.
Not using the phone either.
No. That's like telling the government, hey, track me. Literally, here. I'm losing my position right here.
For you, all you do is
every minute. Turn by turn navigation too.
Yeah. See, we're 4/10 of a mile from where we were before.
Yeah.
Well, there's him again. I don't know if there's ducting going on.
I don't think so. I just tried all the repeaters in the state at the Legion, and I didn't hear anybody other than The UHF and the
Okay,
97.
so probably what it is, maybe the Dash 2 should be the first one to
well, it
ID.
could be the Dash, whatever's picking up him and then relaying it back here.
Well, it has to relay
Yeah.
it to your house.
Well, yeah, but over this, it's just over the air.
Oh yeah, so we're not getting it from.
But I'm sure it's relaying through Dash 2.
Well, Dash 2 is seeing it and relaying it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But still,
whatever sees the first hop was the internet.
We didn't used to always see that because you still need ducting sometimes because there is some terrain between us and them. Some elevation there, so it still has to duct a little bit. But,
I wish I still had the Crown Vic.
Well, you know what the situation was.
It's nice to have the truck. Yes, it's very nice to have the truck.
You know what issue?
But there are times I do kind of miss the Crown Vic, though.
Well, yeah, but what was the status at the point?
Well, yeah,
falling apart.
The transmission was slipping.
Everything was going. Yeah.
It became a burden to get in and get out of.
Well, everything about it.
My knees just didn't want to bend to get in.
Everything about it was becoming grumpy.
I'm sure. Even if my knees weren't bad by now, my back would have said nope. Back says almost no one for a lot of things now. But now it's way I'm doing my gaming right now is it's becoming where my neck is starting to get annoyed. So I gotta find a different way of doing things.
Now I'm planning to go buy pizzas after I get stuff sorted out.
Okay.
A big pizza, we'll cook it and we'll cut it into quarters, and that's the way it is. I've already told Jen about it. So.
Yeah, because if I order anything from Walmart, it's gonna be a couple hour wait.
Yeah.
Cheaper, yes, but a couple hour wait. And for the amount of money it costs to get 2 pizzas from Domino's now, is like over $50. The large ones. Yeah, I know. I could order like 7 DiGiorno's from Walmart for that amount of money.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be as good.
Wow, it depends.
I wouldn't think they would be as good. But anyhow,
I don't know. The actual rising crust for Domino's
we won't worry about it that much. Okay.
Well, I know when you were looking at costs, I was like, looking at how much money.
No, I'm just letting you know that bread is $5 a loaf.
Well, yeah, it's about $3.74
right now. It depends what day you buy it from, and it's up and down.
I get it.
But the whole thing I was trying to
get some.
The only thing I'm trying to say is,
money.
What's finished?
Budget money.
Well,
yes.
no, but what I'm trying to say is, let's eat all the. She's got one of these gnome things in the yard, and it's on a pipe.
Yeah.
Which is news to me. I'm going to see.
I thought she collected a whole bunch of gnomes.
Yeah, well, this is the only one that's stuck in the yard that I know about. Aaron showed it to me the other day. I said, what's the deal with that? I said, you just pick it up. No, it's on a pipe. What? Let's see if I can get it out with the vice grips. Otherwise, it'll be a shovel and a jack and a chain, probably.
Oh, it should probably break it.
Well, they could cut it, as long as you cut it off below the ground, it's good now. Yeah. We'll see if the vice grips will turn it.
Well, I think once the ground starts to unthaw.
Yeah, it might help some.
Yeah. It's only like a couple inches down, or it's still frozen ground.
Well, that might be part of it. Why pull some pipes?
Next week, starting like May 1st, temperature's supposed to be in the mid 60s.
Well,
to 70s. Next Monday is 70.
As long as we don't get nasty weather with it.
Well, I don't see anything in the forecast or anything crazy yet. See here?
Yeah, he's here. Selling the journey.
Yeah,
I think that's
obviously
a good idea. Minivan, even though it's got 90,000, he had the transaxle redone. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. How far is he planning on backing up?
Right into us, probably.
Or further. Well, how far do you want to go, lady?
No idea. Apparently right there, probably.
She might be picking up some furniture.
Could be.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on. is my guess.
Because
Because
they're there and talk. Yeah, that's fine.
they're selling furniture.
Look at all the cars.
Yep.
Raspberry sunset.
Windows bound.
I know. They're 2 for $5.
I don't know what they wrote about.
Yeah, but the meat is only 85%.
Well, that's because it's what was there.
Better than nothing.
No, you bought the 80%.
It's cheap and manager special.
I haven't looked at it, sorry. Other stuff is 80%. The stuff I drink, the 85% is on sale now. It's $3 a pound. Chicken. $10 for a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
Disc chiropractors. Lots of those. So try and get a judge
Yep. Sign off on
to today.
it. Gotta get the paper signed by the lawyer first before you can take it over to see if the judge. It's been kind of raining and raining.
It was a shock. Maybe good thing you didn't take the van.
They couldn't because it didn't have current plates.
There's something else. What are you guys gonna have to drink?
Hot chocolate.
Same thing I always have.
What are you gonna have to drink?
Same thing he always has. So.
Frozen mocha.
She works on Wednesdays. Dallas brought stuff, but that's the boss's truck over here.
You know, stayed past one time for the night crew. At 2 o'clock, they were already torn down. But you know, I would. That's what I look at. I'm glad to get blood, but you gotta be here when I'm here.
You gotta come early, Dad.
Well, not a lot of taste in
I
that.
don't understand why they can't stay till. Don't start it.
Normally, there's a lot better like coffee
10
taste to
4,
it.
And then you can pull in the night shift coming in at 2.
There's a lot more coffee taste usually to that stuff than something any taste to it at all.
She's the A-team, that's what it is.
She's the boss.
Get
Just saying.
flag is a little tethered. Need a new flag.
About crossing the street. Slowly
Not even any ice taste to it.
What?
It's like she didn't blend it or anything. It's not even that. It's like it's just liquid.
All right, then it's just like,
Just saying.
That's what we got. It's what
Sorry,
we got.
Jeff.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that way lately unless we're driving out for.
Oh.
Yeah, you let it freeze up.
Yeah.
It's kind of
No.
It was when we went by before, but I
it's still kind of
kind of thought it would be done with now.
pop in over here and go get the pizza.
Field.
Over here and then box this stuff up.
What
That's
are you
good.
getting, like a family size?
Yeah, family. Steve's FFL runs out in September. That's why they're going to be done.
Oh.
So. Aaron called him.
No, I called Aaron. I said I found 2 magazines, aftermarket magazines for your Mark II 22 long rifle. But they're not Ruger's, they're aftermarket. And they're $40 for 2.
Yeah, but if he wants Steve to sell his
Yeah,
guns,
maybe we can make a trade up
he
there.
better
Get
hurry.
on it. Yes. 'Cause they're not going to be. Well, he has to get the lawyer stuff done today. Got the safe open where he can get in.
Well, there's Denver's arriving United at 2:39,
And it's 1:45.
and departure Denver is at 3:30. So
We need to be somewhere else.
yeah.
Here we go. Mail showed up. So maybe we got some
Let's see if that other one showed it.
Maybe the VA wants to tell us something.
Like here, this is.
Another package is still out. My fish oil is still out for delivery.
Hey, remember that money we said we were gonna pay you?
Still haven't done it yet. Yeah. Well, that would be nice if it would. That's gonna happen anytime soon. Yeah.
But then they'll forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I don't understand what that is. That's
It's a baseball team for Minot.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it like a
Still like the Minot Mallards or that kind of stuff.
that big?
I don't know. They've had the advertisements in the paper for it, and I just didn't understand what it was. If it was the team or a kind of a sales thing.
Get you to come to their games.
They've been advertising them for a while. Just like,
And BLT's here.
second.